There are people who are earning £30,000 a year and struggling financially. And there are also people who are earning £150,000 a year and still feel broke. Now that might sound crazy to you until you understand something really important. High income and financial freedom are not the same thing. In this video, I want to discuss why so many high-income professionals such as dentists, doctors, lawyers, consultants still feel financially trapped despite earning what many would consider very good money. Hi, my name is Dr. Minhal. I'm a dentist based here in the UK, and on this channel we discuss everything about money and building a life of financial freedom and flexibility. Because I think a lot of professionals are starting to realize something, and that's that the traditional career path doesn't always lead to the lifestyle that you may expect. When people hear that somebody earns six figures, they immediately think that that person must then inevitably be wealthy. But income alone almost tells you nothing about somebody's financial situation. A person earning £150,000 a year may still feel stressed about money, have no time freedom, and be living paycheck to paycheck, relying on their next paycheck to fund their current lifestyle. And this happens a lot more than people may think. Now, one of the biggest reasons why high income earners still feel broke is down to what we call lifestyle inflation. As income increases, our expenses tend to also increase. You may get a better car, a bigger house with a larger mortgage. You may decide to send your kids to private school instead of state school. You start eating out at nicer restaurants, going on bigger holidays, staying at nicer hotels. You can see how very quickly earning a higher income doesn't always mean that you have more money left over at the end of the month. And suddenly, what should feel like a huge salary all of a sudden feels very normal. Now, the major problem here is that most professionals tend to increase their lifestyle faster than they increase their assets. This is where the concept of golden handcuffs comes into play, because as you increase your income, your lifestyle continually increases alongside it. And therefore, when your entire lifestyle is dependent on you continually earning that high income, you then inevitably feel trapped, which means that stepping away from work can be almost impossible. So ironically, sometimes the higher the income you earn, the less financial freedom you actually achieve. Another really important issue is that many professionals are never actually taught about financial literacy. We aren't taught in our educational systems in schools or in colleges, and so most of the education that you receive is online via videos like this. We spend 5-6 years studying dentistry, 7-8 years studying medicine, many years studying banking and law, but in all of this education we aren't taught about financial literacy, and so we still know very little about investing, building assets, budgeting, taxation, leverage, and these are all vital concepts to understand in order to become financially free and flexible. Most people are taught how to make money, not how to build wealth. This is why I think multiple revenue streams is now becoming more important than ever before. Not because everybody needs to be an entrepreneur, but because relying on one source of income alone in this day and age, in this current financial climate that we're in, can be extremely risky. If your entire financial life depends on you turning up to a day job, sitting at a desk and earning money, then the level of flexibility that you have is extremely low. Having additional income streams, whether that be online businesses, real estate investments, stocks and shares, all of these assets are what creates options, and options are what creates freedom. I think more and more professionals in this current climate are starting to realize that success isn't tied to income anymore. It's about freedom of your time, control of your flexibility, and peace of mind. Because someone earning less money but owning their time can ironically sometimes feel wealthier than the person who is on a high salary but is constantly stressed. If you've enjoyed this video, do subscribe to the channel. We'll be talking a lot more on this channel about money, financial freedom, flexibility, and the realities of high-income professions. And I genuinely love to know your thoughts. Do you think that high income automatically leads to freedom? Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. See you in the next video.